What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome. Let's try this again. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the den. I am your host, Ed Honcho, man. It is an honor. It is a privilege, but more than anything else, it is my pleasure to get to chop it up with you wonderful people each time we do go live. I'm not going to say every day. It's not always every day. Sometimes things come up. Sometimes things happen. But I am glad that you join me when you can. Oh, it looks like we're getting some buffering over here. Let me see what's happening. All right, I think we're back all right. So, here's a few things, right? We're going to discuss. And I almost was going to be a free-range Friday because there's all sorts of interesting things going on. But I just kind of wanted to talk about the rappers, right? You know, celebrities, and usually it's a left-leaning thing. But celebrities and politics, you know, they tend to mix every 4 years or so, you know, and throughout this tenure, this administration has been a weird one. So we're going to talk about that and why 2020 has continued to be very strange in terms of everything. But first, let's see which wonderful people have joined us this afternoon. Let's get into some good conversation. Let's talk about it. And then after that, we'll open up the lines. We'll discuss things and stuff, right? Right. All right, so back at the top, I see John from New York. Oh, my favorite New Yorker. How are you doing this afternoon, sir? The lovely Miss Jess Sarah. How are you doing this afternoon, ma'am? The Don of the Discord himself, Cultured. How are you doing this afternoon, sir? What's the motherfucking deal? Mr. Calhoun, how are you doing this afternoon, sir? D, the Gamma, how are you doing this afternoon, ma'am? One, what's the motherfucking deal? Beyond a funny N-word, how are you doing this afternoon, sir? The lovely Miss Cartier White, how are you doing this afternoon, ma'am? I hope all is well. Master Race, what's the motherfucking deal? Lobo, what's the motherfucking deal? DeMarkey, that name looks familiar. How'd you get a wrench? Miss Jen, how are you doing this afternoon? I hope all is well, ma'am. Heidi. Well, show's ruined. Let me see. You know what actually happened? Let me see something here, right? Because I'm ass backwards, right? And let me know. This should actually, what might be way loud, maybe like too loud. Let me see which way, if I'm going the right way. That's loud. That's louder, right? Yeah, I think that's the louder one. It's louder that way. All right. Either way, right? I think the last time it was real low because I turned the gain all the way down. I thought I had it up. Just looking at it backwards. Whatever. So let's get back to it, right? I think I shot a footballer 503. What's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, I can't wait to hear that one. Hi, that's going to be very interesting. But we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens. Let's see. What serves him right? Because people are upset. Yeah, man, that's something we're going to have to talk about. That's why I say that there's certain conversations we can't have on this platform, right? That I would love to have. And this is why I keep telling you guys. Shout out to those of you who did. Go and join the goddamn free OnlyFans. Oh, my bad. I told myself I'm going to minimize my profanity on YouTube. Go and join the gosh darn OnlyFans, right? It is free, 100% free. That's just a platform where you can do a little bit more than we can on the tube without some of the repercussions, right? Just go join. It's free. Just go do it. Like, just do it, right? Everything unedited will be up there. The same videos, a lot of the same videos I'm going to post on YouTube. I'm going to post, they're going to be there first. 'Cause I'm just going to throw them up there. Sometimes I have to go out and take all the profanity out, right? Yes, it's an OnlyFans, but it's not a naughty OnlyFans. It's all appropriate. We're taking things back from these whores in 2020, okay? All right. Is whore a bad word? Whore is like, it's got to be an okay word, right? But you probably get yeah, you know. And so I'm getting me a TikTok too, Heidi. So I'm gonna do all that shit. I'm gonna get all. Look, China's taking over, right? So I'm gonna get with the overlords before they consume us all. You know, I'm also ready to sell out. But no, all bullshit to the side, man. God damn it, I keep telling myself I'm not gonna cuss. You glad you can control your name here, Jaja? What's the motherfucking deal? As soon as I find a way to mess your name up here, I will also do it. But let's get into it, right? And you know, but yes, go join the OnlyFans. Like I said, unedited, raw, and as soon as they give me some live streaming privileges over there, it's gonna get real crazy. You stay tuned. I mean, we're gonna get real crazy. Let me see what's going on with that. And again, I forgot I need to adjust this. Thank you for the super chat love, sir. Oh, it's the box itself. That's why it's cropped like that. Josephine Johnny. I think the width is the problem. Let's do that. Should be better, right? I hope everything is good. Hopefully that works out next time. So here's the deal, right? And I appreciate all of you for being here and whatever else is going on right now. And don't forget, we have a couch, a love seat, whatever you call them, a sitting device that we're trying to obtain. So anyway, let's talk about it, right? Lil Wayne meets with the president yesterday evening. I believe travels to the White House, takes a picture with him, a little photo op, everything. No harm, no foul, right? You would think that, what'd you say? What was funny? What I take out the cuss words? Freak like midget, terrible. Yes, like Miss Sarah says, use the Cash App and close the wage gap. Yes, I did steal that from another YouTuber, but it's okay. Everybody steals these days. So here's the thing, right? Lil Wayne goes and meets with the president. This is a sin in the black community. We saw what happened when Ice Cube put a meal on the table, right? Let's put it like this. I got to work on my analogy game, so my freestyle analogy game has to tighten up, right? So Ice Cube puts a meal on the table and he invites everybody to dinner. One side says, hey, you know what? Oh, well, you know, I'm kind of full, but we'll take a little bit. We'll take a little bit. Other side's, nah, we're good. Maybe next time. We'll catch you next weekend or, you know, in a little while or whatever. So if you cook and you present food to somebody and they don't eat, you kind of feel slightly offended, right? And I'm not saying he's offended, but you appreciate people say, hey, man, you know, I took a little bit. It was good. I can work with this, whatever. People got mad because he served up the food, right? That was a bad analogy, but I'm working on it, right? We're working. This is a whole new thing. I'm reforming into a better honcho. Bow ties mean better, right? But when I get on some Mark shit, I'm going to be a hoe tie honcho because I'm going to be on some hoe shit. Ain't a bow tie, a hoe tie. Anyway, so that was bad. That was a choice. Everybody was trying to burn rap history down. They were trying to cancel NWA. Let's not even get into that. I'm going to make some bad jokes that are not appropriate for this channel. But anyway, so they were mad at Ice Cube. He goes on a fucking speaking tour trying to, damn, no cussing. And he goes on this tour trying to explain to people that he didn't have to explain anything to, but he chose to do it anyway. Kudos to him. Wheezy F baby, please say the F or whatever it is, or please say the baby or whatever it is. I forgot how it used to go. I'm old now. And he actually made physical contact with Donald Trump. A black person made physical contact with Donald Trump, one of the best rappers alive, right? Since the best rapper retired. And people are livid. We're going to cancel Lil Wayne, right? How are we going to, what are you talking about, Cardi? OnlyFans is not for porn, people, all right? It started out for creators. It started out for like dance instructors, fitness people, and they would, you know, offer courses there. Then the whores came, and the whores took it over, right? I'm leading a campaign to take the OnlyFans back from the whores, right? So let's let's go from there. So my thing is this, right? Why? But think about Wayne, and if y'all saw the video, I mentioned it. Like I said, I tried to do a different a long time ago when I was first working up there, trying to find a topic. How would I want to get on YouTube? And it was when Wayne had that situation with the lady, and he was like, "Man, I don't relate to BLM. I'm rich. I'm not in the same place as these people. A white cop saved my life, right?" And people have been mad at Wayne for having his life saved by a white cop. He should have waited till a black cop came in and saved him. That's probably shit that you like. People are so ignorant today. That's probably something. Damn, I'm trying not to cuss. Like I'm telling you, I'm working on it. People are so ignorant. That's probably something you would hear them say today. Is that he should have waited until a black cop got there and Bissonnette. Well, Crest, just terrible stuff. You're saying terrible things. But yes, you're a terrible person. Of course, I wouldn't want to either. So my thing about it is like people are ignorant. Like people expect everybody to see things the way you do. When I talk about Trump, and again, people, well, he didn't do this. Like you expect a man who's been rich his entire life to see the world the way that you do, and you complain about struggling and opportunity and all this other stuff. Like you're going to have two different perspectives. If you've grown up, say a rags to riches story, and you've gone from the slums to Beverly Hills or whatever you want to call it, what is it, Fifth Avenue? I'm not sure where these luxury places are. I'm not Sadiddy, but you feel like you've come up. You still don't relate to this man. And if you've never been up, you're just down, you're not going to relate. Like, you cannot have the same perspective. Same thing with Lil Wayne, right? Lil Wayne's been pretty much rich since about the age of 10 or 11, since he was affiliated with Cash Money, right? So my thing is this. You do not relate to Lil Wayne, no matter how much you enjoy his music, how much you love it, how much you like it. Another thing I'm going to say a lot of people are not going to like is that probably a lot of you people, or a lot of the majority of this country, I'll say, is probably not even as intelligent as Lil Wayne. You may say, well, he's a rapper and I don't like rap music, it's stupid. That's your opinion. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. Everybody's entitled to your opinion. I don't think rap music is the healthiest genre, personally. But I'm not going to sit here and act like I never listened to it, right? But the guy is intelligent, Again, another one of those rappers who's gone and gotten a degree and, don't really mention it. You don't really see them coming up off that. But the guy's not a dummy. So why I like him is because he has not been afraid to stand on his own opinion. And you have to commend him for that because he's a tiny little man with a big heart, right? And so he knows, I'm sure he sees it, that being affiliated with Donald Trump in any form or fashion is a big no-no these days, right? For whatever reason. And so the bean pie order, it's on the way. I sent it through the Postal Service, so you know how that goes. So again, people say, well, he did the song about, what was going on here and there. Yeah, there's certain situations that you can relate to. There's certain things, that you can say that people are going to like, whether you wholeheartedly agree with them or not. I've said it many times. Like, if I wanted the Den to grow significantly more, I could pander. And people would eat it up, even if they knew I was pandering, because that's what people want, So you can pander to people, they'll take it. Because I'm going to get to the big point of pandering here in just a second. But you can pander to people, and they'll take it, they'll eat the shit up. As long as you tell them what they want to hear, they'll like you, right? But it's just a weird thing. Like, I don't, either gonna like it or not, really don't give a shit. And that's what people want. People want to be pandered to. I like Lil Wayne as long as he's saying the rap shit I like that is destructive and tell me to do drugs and, get fucked up. And as long as he's rapping, about some bitches, some hoes, and some dope, I'm with it. I don't really like weird spaced out rock and roll Lil Wayne though. But, it's whatever. Who the hell? I've never seen that area code in my life. Anyway, oh yeah, I like that guy. But as soon as he has an opinion about something that matters, as soon as he says, hey, you know what, I've been seeing this platinum plan being touted, being pushed as something for black people. Let me go see what it's all about. Let me go check it out. Let me go see if this guy's really about something. Everybody else was afraid to. Bullshit ass Jay-Z was telling Meek, don't go meet with him and get criminal reform. Well, fuck it, he got criminal reform done without you. It's not like he needs you. When you had a chance to make a significant impact, and when I mentioned earlier that none of us are relatable to Donald Trump and his upbringing. Like, it bothers me because niggas get, excuse me, niggas is gonna be in there. I ain't taking that shit out. Niggas blow fucking opportunities and have blown multiple fucking opportunities to meet with Trump, to speak with this man, to give this man your perspective. Like, if there's nobody around him that's viewing things the way that you do, and the man is saying, hey, I'm willing to meet with you, I'm willing to see what you're talking about. I'm willing to try to understand, what's going on in your worldview. And people sit there and say, well, he needs to be president for everybody. Well, half the country decided they don't want him as their president. And let's not act like the other half of the country didn't do it under Obama, right? I've heard the same, not my president, all the same woo-woo ass shit that you hear. Woo-woo stuff that you hear now. So let's not act like it didn't happen. But now there's just really like this extra level of ignorance attached to it. So when he provides the opportunity for those who come from a different world to present themselves, some people have taken it. Kanye's taken it. What's the other? Kim Kardashian is taking it. Are we getting some buffering action going on? I don't know why it's doing that. Kim Kardashian, taking it. You've seen results come from that. The lady who got freed, Trump's with. You also know something else real quick that I've noticed, and is it just me? But when you see a lot of reformed criminals or people who've lived hard lives, and they reform themselves, what side of the aisle do they tend to become, right? Let me know. If 0 for the left, 1 for the right, let me know what y'all think. When you see people who reform themselves, reform criminals get into politics, what side do you see most of them tend to affiliate themselves with? And why do you think that is? Baker Man, what's the motherfucking deal? Big Neff, what's the motherfucking deal? Broderick. Hello, Broderick. Broderick's like, Newman. You know what I'm saying? Newman. Hello, Newman. Yeah, Broderick's like the Newman of the den. You feel me? Let's see. 111. Interesting. So why do you think that is? Why do you think that most reformed, yes. But you see, most reformed criminals become more conservative. And again, there's a few of them that, we can talk about, but I don't want to really get into that. But these rappers, right? Rapping their rap lyrics, and they love money, right? Family. A lot of them tend to promote anti-LGBT lyrics, well, unless you consider women on women. And in reality, most black people are really by nature more conservative, but for some reason, the okie doke has been pulled over our eyes. So it blows my mind though. When somebody decides to think differently and says, you know what, I'm gonna go take this opportunity. But yet black people will be the first person to get mad. Well, we don't all think the same. Why are you all lumping us in one category? But it'll be the same motherfucker who says that dumb shit gets mad when someone doesn't think exactly like they do. And again, this is why I preach separation, culling the herd, if you will. You know what I mean? Like, it's just some of y'all not gonna get to go. You know, shit, if I'm not acting right, I don't get to go. Like, that's just how it is. Like, everybody's not on the same team. And so all of everybody is like, that's what I said, I'm not rooting for everybody. And it sounds fucked up and it sounds super callous, but I'm not rooting for people who promote interests against my own well-being. Newman from Jurassic Park. Wow. Nobody really, nobody knew about, you didn't know who knew? You never watched Seinfeld Project? You didn't watch Seinfeld? And if I'm not mistaken, you like a Friends fan? You, the Friends guy? If I'm not mistaken, you were caping for Friends in one of the conferences. I don't remember if it was in the Discord or if it was here, but you were caping for Friends, and you didn't watch Seinfeld? Seinfeld was by far a better show than Friends. Like, I could not watch Friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, could not watch it. I don't know their names. I know they were in a coffee shop all the time. Like, who had that much time? That's probably why Starbucks is popular, because y'all was in there watching Friends, and y'all thought y'all was gonna recreate that shit and go, I'm just gonna go with my friends to Starbucks. We're gonna sit here and do cool things. And look, man, I told you I'm trying to be less prepared. Fuck Friends, nigga. Goddamn. Anyway, no to sign. Y'all are terrible. You watch Friends, but didn't watch this. See, this is what I was just talking about Cullen to her. See, I'm finna start. Anyway, but like I say, so it's real odd to me. And that's kind of what I want to get to when they open up the line here. I want to get into why does it seem, why is there a problem, actually? Why is there a problem when certain entertainers decide to go out, and y'all saw Brett Favre actually just endorse Trump. When certain entertainers go out and even decide to have a conversation, right? Now, I'm thinking Wayne officially, I'm not sure, I got to double check, did endorse Trump, or, he said he's rocking with him. Ice Cube did not. And then 50 kind of flip-flop after the chick, what's her name? What's the white chick's name? Fucking Handler. And yeah, after the fucking Handler shit, I don't even know what's up with him, because, I don't know about that guy. I tend to like it. He's a super troll, but I don't know. That's a weird maneuver. So I really got to look into the full details of that. But if it's kind of how I think it is, it's very sketchy, and that's a no on Mr. 50. But again, so that's what I kind of want to get into. I want to know your thoughts. Like, are you surprised that someone like Lil Wayne would entertain that in the climate that we're in, where everybody gets canceled? If you're not super woke, sherbet-haired individual, like you're pretty much canceled. So I want to know your thoughts. Do you think that was a bold move of Lil Wayne? Do you think there's an ulterior motive? Do you think he went out of genuine intentions to see if Trump is really trying to do something better for the country? Or, do you think there was something else? Do you think this is a secret campaign by the Republicans to sway that 20% black male vote, right? Because that's a big number. That's a key number. So I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what you think when we open up the line here. And damn it, there was something else that I wanted to mention. I should have wrote it down. But again, we'll go from there. Far through an interception in the Super Bowl. You think Wayne don't care? Wayne don't give a shit? It is what it is? Okay. All right. Favre don't give a fuck. Why do people call kidding around trolling? Another joke that's probably way too inappropriate. So, yeah, I can't 50 gonna vote Trump. That's what I'm saying, though. But he's still in the entertainment. He's still in the in that industry. So, I'm pretty sure somebody gave him a call and said, you want to keep that power show on the air? Well, you better get right, nigga. Seinfeld, nigga, you watch Friends, dog. Like, really? What happened on Friends? Tell me what happened on Friends. Explain to me what took place, what friendly adventures that these motherfuckers had on Friends. Bunch of weird shit. Friends. Stop. You say put up the link. Oh, okay. All right, I got you. Yeah, I'll put the link to the OnlyFans page up here. I guess I'll just type it. That's the easiest way to do it. Or, no, I won't. I'm not going to do that. Typing. Psh, what do you guys think this is? I'm not going to copy and paste. You obviously don't know who you're dealing with. A few extra clicks, which probably faster to type, but I'm not here to be judged. Okay. Yes, join the OnlyFans. It's free because I want to cuss and say foul shit. And I'm trying to work on taming myself on the tube and being more raw and uncut when we build up the fans. But thank you for those of you who have already joined. And shout out to Simpin' Ken because he was the first one to sign up. So I'm gonna let Lil Ken make it. I'm not even gonna go hard on Lil Ken. He was the first one to join the OnlyFans. Kamala here was born a man. You heard it here first. There's some pictures. She do look a little stern, and she does look a little tough in some of these photos. That's terrible. And Beatrice from France. Thank you for joining us. International Den today. Let me see. Say Weezy doesn't follow her, nor does he get the hate because of the color of someone's skin. Okay. And I agree. That's the thing I do like about Wayne. Like I said, he's always seemed to kind of do his own thing because when he came out with the weird clothes and all that, he was in a lane of his own. Like a lot of the behaviors, and that's why I say he's a trendsetter. And I got another quick poll real quick. And again, all of you, and I'm about to open up the line. And I know all of you don't listen to the rap musics, right? I know you don't listen to the rap beats. But those of you who do, because this is a question that I've been seeing a lot of people talking about, asking, and discussing. Who do you think has had a more significant impact? I've already told you my thoughts on rap music or hip-hop culture, or culture as a whole, if you will. Jay-Z or Lil Wayne? 0 for Jay-Z, 1 for Lil Wayne. And while we do that, I will get the line up and running. It's Friday, right? And I got to figure something out while I'm getting this together because I've been fooling with the Twitch a little bit here, and I actually ain't played about a week or so. But I've been playing this game, and I have this little community that I consider it the Den, right? Because like this zombie survival thing, and I might stream some of that tomorrow for some of you gamer people. Actually, I want to play some Dead by Daylight. I haven't played that in a while. Ain't got this. I may do some of that this evening for those of you like. I hate it does this shit in this fucking microphone. It's fine, assholes. Give me just a second. I know you all want to call in and share your thoughts. As soon as the line quit saying they can't find my microphone, we'll be all good. There we go. All right. Okay, good. I haven't erased my cookies recently. All right, so let me get the line up. You guys want to call in and share your thoughts. What's going on with all the rappers and the politicians? And we'll have the 10-minute rule going today. I know I've been, letting things go wild. So some people have fussed at me because they haven't had a chance to get some calls and things in. And then I know we didn't take any calls yesterday. So we'll get it all together. And make sure everything else is in order. And what's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the Den this afternoon?
Ooh, wee. What a topic you have going on today.
How are you doing this afternoon, Mr. John?
I'm freezing. I'm in my office, and I don't know what's going on. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse. I don't want to ruin your algorithm.
No,
I know you're on it.
I've slaughtered it already, as much as I've tried.
Yeah, I know. They're not even recommending my videos anymore because I use non-curse words, but they're controversial. And I'm like, you kidding me? Like, it's ridiculous. But what's going on?
A lot, it seems. The blacks are angry at Lil Wayne.
Blacks.
How do you feel, or are you surprised that Wayne came out and basically endorsed Donald Trump?
I wasn't surprised that it was him. I was just shocked that, like, somebody did it, and like they did it so close to election day. But I mean, like, when you take all of the rappers and you would say who would shock you the most for meeting with Trump, he wouldn't be on my list. I would expect him to be on the list of people who would be open-minded to meeting with him. He's always been more of like an alternative lifestyle, if that quote fits, of a rapper. I mean, he was always into the skateboarding, the way he dressed, the way he would break certain things down, talking about the police, talking about racism. So he always struck me as someone that was a little more down to earth and open-minded. I remember, must have been like 4 years ago, Trump was either just in office or towards the end of the primaries, and he was saying how he was at an airport, and there was something going on where, like, military personnel had an issue with their flight, and like he wouldn't get off the plane until like all the military passed by, and he saluted them all, and he like took pictures with them, and he was like, "Hey, if you guys need a flight, you can hop on my private jet. We'll fly you there." So I always knew he was very down to earth, and he was very kind and open-minded. So it doesn't surprise me that it's him of all people.
That's interesting. I never heard that story. That's interesting to know. So why do you think that people just cannot stand to see someone, a black person or POC, depending on how people like to use these terms, having a conversation? I mean, just a conversation with Trump seems to get you canceled these days.
Well, it's because they understand that what this does for the political, the future of politics, the electoral map. They understand what it does for the media's ability to successfly push a certain agenda. It's, for lack of a better way of saying it, it's fucking up people's money.
Yeah, well, money talks, bullshit walks. Okay.
Because it's funny, it's like how, if Lil Wayne would have came out and was like, "I'm on Team Biden," everybody on Twitter would have been like, "Yeah, all right." But since he came on Team Trump, everyone's like, he's voted off the island now. So it's funny that when people started trashing him last night on Twitter and whatever on the media, it reminded me of that interview that Simone Sanders, I think she still is, I'm not sure, Biden's like spokesman or something like that. And she was on an interview a couple years ago, and they were talking about having a seat at the table, and she was like, "No, I don't want a seat at Trump's table." Like, and then people were like, "What? Like, why wouldn't you want a seat? Like, that's what people have been fighting for, an opportunity to get in front of the most powerful man in the world and try and make a change." And that's what this reminded me of. It's like, you only want a seat at the table when you want a seat at the table, but then when you don't get one because you turn it down, you somehow try to spin that as like, we can't get ahead. Well, if you don't want to meet with Trump because you think he's a racist, well, the whole way of changing people is by talking to them and showing them that, hey, like, the way you think could be better because, look at this and look at that. How do you change people's minds without, talking to them, without showing them a different light? How do you do it? The biggest thing about Trump is he's a racist. He's a racist. Okay. And everyone who votes for him is a racist. Okay, makes sense. A racist would like a racist. But how do you change that? You got to talk to them. You got to show them that you're different. So I just think Lil Wayne going there and saying, "I like what the guy had to say. The plan he showed me makes sense. Let me give him a shot."
Yeah, I agree. Someone asked, Broderick, a.k.a. Newman, asked, Ask John about his phone call with Judge Joe Brown. Well, how about your phone call with Judge Joe Brown, Mr. John?
Which one? I've had a couple with him.
Which one, Newman? And I'll wait for that response.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's been a weird thing with the rappers because, like I say, it's funny how multiple of them have been in the news and not always supporting, what we traditionally thought they would. You've seen, the Ice Cube kind of his was hoping everybody he got the backlash. Wayne directly going to Trump. We've seen, 50 kind of flip flop. Who else has been kind of involved? We've seen how they've pandered to the Cardi B fans. It's funny. Nobody had a problem. Everybody now, all of a sudden, Cardi B's intelligent and smart, and she's woke and all this because she talks to Biden. But Wayne goes and has a conversation with, Trump, the guy who actually has the power right now, and let's cancel him for having a conversation when Cardi was obviously a puppet. Another one that disappointed me was fucking Jeezy going and being affiliated himself with the Biden campaign. But I guess Hunter needs a supplier, so that's kind of a thing. It's just it's really unfortunate, that we have these people.
Well, you gotta understand something, and you know what? I'm just gonna keep it real, and I know I'm gonna offend people, and be quite frank, I really don't care. There seems to be two common beliefs in politics. That everything is one common belief is that the Democrats are for everyone who is not straight or white, and then Republicans are against all those people. And what ends up happening is it's really just a matter. It's all BS. Because what's going on right now with this whole Lil Wayne thing and several other high-profile celebrities switching over to Trump is that they're throwing a whole monkey wrench in it. It's basically like, well, I feel comfortable over on the Democrat plantation because they pet me, make me feel important. They don't give me anything, but they give me attention. They make me feel like I'm a victim and they hear me out, but they never help me. And the Republicans are more like, screw you, every man for himself. We want everyone to have an equal opportunity, but other than that, we ain't doing anything else for you. No. So as more people gravitate towards that side, the Republican side, all these other people that like to be pet, they start freaking out. Because it's funny how, it's so wonderful that you have an opinion. Like, it's so wonderful that you come out and say something that the left agrees with. Oh, you're so brave. You're so brave for saying this. You're so brave for doing that. You're a brave person just for being alive in America. But as soon as you open your mouth and do something that has Republican values in it or conservative values in it, all of a sudden you're kicked off. You're not invited to the cookout. You're a sellout. They take your whatever, your black card, your gay card, your whatever card, your American card. It's just funny. And the reality is they're losing. Now, me personally, I don't want to hear celebrities talking about politics at all. They have a right to do it, but I'd rather not hear it. I'd rather hear like a scholar or someone who's a little more well versed in politics. And some rappers might be, or some musicians might be, fair enough. But the reason why I'm like, all right, good for Lil Wayne, good for whoever else, Ice Cube, 50 Cent, is because the left won't stop Taylor Swift from talking about Joe Biden. So that's the only reason why I'm like, all right, great. Other than that, I couldn't give a crap what rapper or musician or celebrity endorses who. I mean, honestly, if you need a celebrity that you like to endorse someone for you to make your decision, you probably shouldn't even bother voting. You don't understand politics. And it's funny, Lil Wayne made a decision for himself to endorse Trump, and now all of a sudden he's not allowed to make that decision. It's like, it almost reminds me of like Chelsea Handler saying all that stuff about 50 Cent. Like, you were cool when you were voting for Democrats, but now that you say something nice about, Republican, all of a sudden now you can't be doing that. You can't, it's like now you're not allowed to think for yourself. You know, you were right as long as you were thinking the same thing I was thinking. But now that you're thinking something different, you're wrong. And not only are you wrong, but you shouldn't be allowed to think that.
Correct.
You know?
That's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. But I mean, I'm glad to see it. You know, again, whether, you know, you agree or disagree with his policy, just the action itself, I commend him for, you know, not bowing down to the pressures, you know, being a man who stands on his own 10. You got to commend that because you don't see a lot of that nowadays. Like I say, you know, after flip-flopping 50 and some of the other behaviors you've seen these guys do, it's just, it's really crazy. But speaking of other rappers, Waka Flocka Flame, you familiar with that gentleman?
Yeah, I've heard. He hasn't made like a good song in a while though, right?
It's been a while. Yeah, he caught a little backlash.
He did like what, the theme song for The Hangover, one of the Hangover movies. I can't even talk. I'm choking up over here. Hangover movies.
Shit, I think I only saw the first Hangover. I'm not sure if he. I mean, he had a couple of little club hits, and I think he started kind of doing some little EDM stuff. He said like ended up traveling. Like he's an interesting case because I think once he started getting out of his environment and seeing some different things, he started to change a lot. And get away from a lot of old habits. He started getting into some, I think, that EDM scene and some other things. But yeah, you know, he came out and endorsed Trump and a couple other random no names. Lil Pump, you a fan of the Gucci Gang?
What's that?
Are you a part of the Gucci Gang?
Gucci Gang. No, I've heard the saying, but sorry, I might be a little too white for you there.
Oh man, I'm not even a part of the Gucci Gang. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out how that was a thing. But yeah, that guy, he's endorsing Trump too also. So I don't think anybody cares about that one. He's I think it's like the only song he ever had. So there's that. Okay.
You know what it is? All this is Kanye West's fault.
Mr. West, so how so?
Because Kanye West is the Harriet Tubman of racial politics. He started freeing black people, black rappers off of that plantation. And he came back and said, if they would have only known they were slaves, I could have saved more.
But
he's the Harriet Tubman. He is the Harriet Tubman of the 21st century politics.
But Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves.
Oh, good point. He brought them from the Democrat plantation onto the Republican plantation.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kanye's interesting. Or maybe it's just Wayne and Kanye getting back at T.I. for trying to oust them publicly with his opinions that he should have kept to himself. But yeah, I think you got to commend Kanye. And what was it that was the saying that, and I don't know, I think there's some fact checking that goes along with it, but still a good saying regardless of how true it is that, you know, would have freed many more if they only known they were slaves. And that's how I kind of see it when you look at one of the particular parties. Now, if you have your own thoughts and your own views, and that's how you truly feel, you feel like this is the best party for me, that's cool, that's fine and dandy. I think I've only encountered like one or two people who've actually admitted as to why they faithfully vote, you know, Democrat. And I find that very interesting. Other people just kind of attack your thought process for not, you know, blindly going along with it, but they don't ever really give a real reason as to why they lean that way. So that's worrisome, very worrisome.
Yes, but so did they figure out what Judge Joe Brown episode they were talking about?
I think Cultured Listen. Let me go back.
I know there was one where they were talking. Like people were calling in, cursing out Judge Joe Brown, calling him all kind of like slurs, like coon and Uncle Tom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I remember I called in and told everyone to shut the F up and put some respect on Judge Joe Brown's name. And I started listing all his accomplishments. I was like, if he had half of this, you'd call him Dusty. I said, shut your goddamn mouth. I wonder if it's that one.
Let me see. I just turned it in the gay card. That's funny. Because I saw the name. He said somebody in Judge Joe Brown. Because I saw when he put it. Now I can't. I don't recall the name. Hold on. I think Culture had posted it. Let me scan through the thing.
Culture said someone else posted it.
Oh. Let me see. The Real Dana and Judge Joe Brown featuring John, the New York Caller.
Okay. What is the title of the video, though?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Of the YouTube video?
That's the only one I saw was the real Dana and Judge Joe Brown. Uh, Trump is a Russian asset. Really? Electric. That's where we're going right now.
Then there was I know I spoke to him another time where they were talking about like the meaning of high value people, something like that, and everyone was talking about like money and stuff like that, and I was saying really what makes you high value is what you can provide for someone else. So if you're kind to someone else, if you give someone else wisdom, if you help someone when they're in trouble, that usually makes you very valuable. It's better to give than to receive. So it might have been that video too, because I don't think I spoke to him. Roderick said he posted it.
Let me see. You posted. I was in the thing. Obviously, that's the one. Okay, I guess the high value people. That's the one.
Yeah. So what people doing, clowning me in the Discord?
No, I think they were just finding it very interesting. You know, I'm not going to tell you what they did, John. You're just going to have to come into the Discord and find out. That's all I can. That's all the information I can give you, man. That's all I can do.
That's all you can. I got you. I thought you were an agent, but you're not.
No, I can't provide the intel. We're until we get you in there. What the fuck is DeMarky talking about? I work out at home. I don't go to the gym. Well, because you're embarrassed of yourself, DeMarky. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, Mr.
All right. So that was my 10 minutes. So thank you for taking my call, and hopefully we get some excellent insight from some liberals on why they don't like Lil Wayne endorsing Trump.
Yes, I would love to hear from anybody who is against Wayne endorsing Trump and why you feel that way.
Yes, hashtag free Weezy. Goodbye, everyone.
All right, Mr. John, appreciate your call, sir. Uh-oh. I honestly don't know if I should answer this call. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is probably a bad call to be taking right now, but this is the den. You know, everybody, unfortunately, gets a fair shake in here. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this afternoon?
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Who is the caller? The voice sounds familiar, but I'm not quite sure.
Petty Eddie, don't play with me. You know who the hell this is, representing from Chicago. This is the original Sharkeisha on the phone.
The original Sharkeisha. So you're saying that there are
That's right.
Sharkeisha clones?
That's right. You know, everybody want to imitate the greatest. It is what it is.
Okay. So, Sharkeisha the Great, are you a Lil Wayne fan?
No.
You said
Yeah.
no. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, maybe so.
And so you seem confused as to how you feel about Lil Wayne.
I like the old Lil Wayne.
Okay. And what do you consider the old Lil Wayne?
When he was when he had some little beady bugs in his head and he was like 14 the first time down and stuff.
You sound like a predator right now, but carry on.
Never that. He rapped like a grown man, so I'm not the one. They bought him prostitutes at 14. So
What does that have to do with him making, his own political decisions? Children, young men are influential at that age, and so maybe he didn't have the chance. Hey, we're 29 deep, 16 likes. Can we hit the like button, or do we got 13 haters lurking in here? Greatly appreciate it.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I really don't know what the show about because I just called. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know what the topic is. So I'm just winging it. But I guess you're talking about Lil Wayne and.
Yes, I'm talking about Lil Wayne endorsing President Trump, having a sit down and talking about the Platinum Plan. How do you feel about that? Do you think he was out of line for doing such a thing?
He could do whatever he wants to do. He's a grown man. I don't care. If he wants to support Trump, that's his business.
Well, why do you think so many people were upset about him doing that?
Ain't they been upset with Ice Cube? Then before him, it was the lady that performed at the presidential inauguration. They just don't want black people out there supporting Trump pretty much. Even though these are entertainers, which is crazy to me. They're not politicians or nothing like that.
So why? Because it's primarily black people doing this to other black people. Why don't black people want entertainers to affiliate with Trump? I mean, he's a celebrity and entertainer before he was, the president. What's wrong with affiliating with him?
I guess because he's a Republican, and blacks are mostly Democrats for the most part, and they think Donald Trump is also racist.
That's unfortunate. Do you believe Donald Trump is racist?
No, I don't. I believe Donald Trump is an elitist.
You think he's an elitist? Okay. So, but you personally, do
He
you
hasn't
feel?
shown me any signs. He hasn't shown me any signs that he's a racist.
Okay, that's
He
interesting.
actually donated a lot of money to the black colleges, and if he was a racist, he wouldn't have did that.
Why don't more people point this out instead of talking about kids in cages and things? That he's done a lot that actually has helped black communities in urban areas.
Because they're not me. And honestly, they could not actually be knowledgeable about it because he doesn't really go around boasting about what he's done. You know what I'm saying? And when people don't talk about what they've done, you don't necessarily know that they've done it. Because what I just said might be a shock to some people. But even if they did hear it, they wouldn't give a fuck. When you don't like somebody, you don't like somebody. Period.
Yes. Yes, the club den. And if Beyond try to get in, I'm banning that nigga for life.
Hey,
Put his picture on the door. Okay, so you though are not voting for Trump. Is that safe to say?
I've already voted for Biden. I told you that about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay, well, I'm informing. I'm informing the people who may not know. I'm bringing them in on the conversation.
They don't need to know.
No, they
That's
know.
why ballots are anonymous.
No, they don't
It's
need.
not nobody.
No, it needs to be done. So we can go to war with each
What
other
they
when it's time to
gonna
go to
do?
war. They pulling
What
up to
they gonna do
Chicago.
about
They
it?
said they pulling up. They
That's
pulling
what
up to the
I'm
front
saying.
door.
What they gonna do?
They gonna hang your
Pull
phone
up
up and they
then.
gonna pull
I'm
up on
at
the front
home.
door. They say
I'm
they
at home.
They going in your kitchen. They gonna go in your kitchen and make a sandwich.
There ain't shit in there to make no sandwich with. You better bring your own groceries.
That's unfortunate. So, at any point, did you ever consider possibly not voting for Biden?
No, I didn't.
And what was it about Biden that sold you to give him your vote?
Biden had a plan for the country. He had a plan for health care. He had a plan to fight the COVID. He had a plan for the stimulus checks. He had a plan to help fund schools. He had a plan, because that's what he is. He's a politician. He's not some incompetent buffoon that people put into office that has no political experience. And then we want to point it out when he can't make proper decisions.
Well, one of these guys, Mr. Biden, has been in office, about 50 years in politics? What has he done to you that stood out in his 50-year tenure?
4 more years. 4 more years, he could do more. So
But but you have to do something to do more. So what is it that he's done?
he wasn't running the country. He's in political office, but he wasn't running the country.
There's still things that you can attach your name to that, bills you may have sponsored or authored, co-authored. He was vice president. People. You have the direct ear of the president. I'm sure he should have been able to have some input on something, maybe something that he could tout from the Obama administration era that you could attach to him. Is there anything that you would say?
Well, he worked under Obama, which was good training for him to be president. So that's all he needs. He's all right with me, and he can do more in a higher position. Him and Kamala, whatever you want to say, they got this. They gonna run it.
So did you really vote for Joe Biden because you want to see Kamala in office?
No, I voted for Biden because I like his plan. Like I just said, she was just. I really don't even like Kamala actually, but it is what it is, and I've already said that plenty of times.
Interesting. So, You feel like Biden's qualified because he was vice president and has been in politics for longer than either one of us has been alive.
No. I said that I support Biden because I like the plans that he has set forth. Now, whether he's able to carry them out, then, hey, I don't know. He has plans to fight the COVID, which he wants to do more testing and more tracing. And then he has the health care plan where he wants the health care companies to compete and lower premiums and everything like that. And then he wants to give $2,000 a month for 6 months for stimulus to help the families and everything. And, you know, he's just trying to do a lot of things for the good of the American people. All people, not just black people, white people, Mexican people, except the Chinese. He has a bill to send Chinese people back to China.
That's terrible. Sounds like a racist. So
I was just kidding about that. I don't know. I don't know about that one. But yeah.
All I'm saying is this, right? So you like the plans.
We were talking about Lil Wayne. How we get on Biden?
Because we're going to talk about that. There's always a plan in the conversation. So do you think Lil Wayne saw Biden's plan?
You know what? Lil Wayne is a very intelligent person that people don't give him a lot of credit for.
I agree. I 100% agree.
I guess, I don't know if it's because of the drugs he done or the, everything like that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that he did see it. But Trump is more in favor of the rich people. Lil Wayne is rich to the tune of, $150 million, something like that?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Oh. Yeah, his net worth is around that area, right?
A lot.
Now, okay. Biden wants to tax the rich.
Mm-hmm.
Trump wants not necessarily to lower tax. Well, I don't know if he wants to lower them, but he's not interested in taxing the rich anymore. So with Biden, he would be out of a lot of money. With Trump, he would save a lot of money. So I think that has something to do with it.
You don't think it's because they actually like the platinum plan?
At the end of the day, Lil Wayne is grown. He can support who he wants to support. He don't owe black people anything. At the end of the day, he made his money. You know what I'm saying? And he can spend it how he wants to spend it. And there's nothing wrong with looking out for your citizens.
Well, so then why is everybody else mad about it then?
I'm not everybody else, and I haven't even asked those people, but they do this shit every time they see a black person, celebrity, endorsing Trump or trying to follow behind a Republican. So, you have to ask the people that's actually mad about it, because like I told you, I don't give a shit.
But do you think we'll actually see progress if so many of us have that mindset?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, please?
I said, do you think we will ever actually see progress if so many of us carry that mindset?
You know what? That's a good question. I really don't understand why people care about who entertainers endorse. It doesn't make you endorse that person at the end of the day. It's not cost. I got a little COVID in me. It doesn't cost you anything to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I never understood why people are always interested in what a celebrity thinks anyway on issues. They always think, why Oprah don't come and support this or come and support that. I think we look to entertainers too much for things that's not in the lane. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
They not political people. They just people. They rich people now, but they not, and they don't have to be into politics. We should be pushing the people that's supposed to actually be our politicians to be out there and vocal about issues. So we want to know what LeBron think about this, or what who else is that they talking about? Just some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when T.I. get out there try to be political, everybody tell him to sit his ass down. You know?
You know that's your boy. You know that's your partner.
It is my boy. I'm not saying that he's not. But I said what other people tell him to do.
No.
I, for one, don't really care. He do what he want to do. He grown. He won't pick up the calls. You know, hey, he ain't got shit to do. He bored. So, but T.I. does a lot of charity work as well in the black community. And he don't brag about it. He just do it, you know?
That's cool. That's
Well, it is. Like every Christmas, just about, he goes to Walmart or wherever, and he'll pay off people layaways, or like when he'll tell people to he'll pay for people Christmas gifts, you know, telling them to get whatever. People were getting game systems and all that other kind of shit. You know, it was real nice. And then for Thanksgiving, him and his wife get together and they be giving out bags of food and shit. You know, hey. Sometimes it make the news, sometimes it don't.
So how did we get to T.I.? I thought we was talking about Lil Wayne.
Because I like T.I. better than Lil Wayne.
Oh, so you like light-skinned niggas?
No, I actually like dark-skinned niggas.
You might be on
My
that.
top two men that I like are dark-skinned. Mr. Idris Elba and Mr. Morris Chestnut. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'm going to have my
Fact.
people. I'm going to have my people reach out to their people. I'm going to put a word in for you.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. No doubt, no doubt.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Well, Miss Rashida, I'm trying my best to stick to the 10-minute rule, even though we went a little bit over.
What's the rule?
My 10-minute rule. That's what 10-minute rule. And shout out to Brown
what,
Becky.
Honcho?
Huh? What's happening?
You know what, Honcho?
What I'm about to pull up. What's happening?
You about to pull up.
Yeah, what's happening?
Was that a threat?
Nah, it's a promise. No threats, only promises.
Oh, that's how you feel, huh? Wait till I see your ass in the Discord. I'll be there. Be there or be square.
Okay, I will definitely, most definitely will be.
You know what? You keep this same energy in the Discord.
I will. Let me take
I
note.
want to wish everybody a happy weekend
Keep
and stay safe.
same energy
And,
in Discord.
yeah. Yeah, you talking cool shit in the den. Wait till I see you in the Discord.
All right. Well, I will catch you in them Discord streets. Don't be lacking.
Oh, you ain't gonna catch me. But it is what it is. So give me my damn pistachios too.
Pistachio bogarting. I see. I see what I can do. My pistachio.
On the pistachios.
Let me see what I got going. You know, check my pistachio bag. See what's shaking.
You ain't got to check. You better have my pistachios, or it's gonna be a problem up in this den.
That is terrible. That is such an awful thing to say. Why the violence?
I like violence. And
okay. And
anyway, I gotta go. I gotta do a Rashida hiatus. I'll talk to y'all later.
Shout out to Miss Dita Gamma. Thank you for joining up to the free. It's free, y'all. OnlyFans. I appreciate it. As we gonna get that thing over there jumping. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling in to the den this afternoon?
Hey, Honcho, it's Lobo.
Lobo, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind this afternoon, Mr. Lobo?
Well, and as far as Weezy goes, I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't listened to him in a while, you know, because I think it's, I don't know. I mean, man, to be honest, I think the rap music is kind of lax these days. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, you know how something just flows with your vibes and it just makes it all tingly. If you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
yeah, it just don't do it for me. Ever since Drake came onto the scene, it is just not the same anymore. I mean, I still will, I'll still listen, to the old Scrooston stuff and, the old Lil Wayne, back when I was in high school, back when, I guess, the Carters were coming out, back when something like My Daddy came out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the current rap, man, today, I wouldn't even, like Lil Pump, I don't even know who this guy is anymore. You know what I'm saying? If I hear a good song on the radio, I'll Shazam it or something like that, but I hardly ever listen to the radio. I mean, I'm usually like on XM or something like that, or just on YouTube. But but as far as him, supporting Trump, we've seen Wayne, come out, on SportsCenter when he was with Skip Bayless. You remember when they were asking him, "Have you ever had a racist thing happen to you?" Remember that?
Yeah, I do, absolutely.
Well, I mean, he even said, he's like, "No, man, no, I haven't experienced that at all." And they were, and I don't know who he was being interviewed with, some black lady on 60 Minutes. I think it was on 60 Minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
And they were asking him about BLM, and he's already told them, like, again, he's like, I don't really want to talk about this. I want to talk about my music. I'm a gangster. And again, the lady keeps pressing on him, and he's like, you know what? I'm talking about you. You bringing this shit up with me. And I mean, you can kind of see him, getting irritated. He throws off the mic and he says, I'm done with this shit. Because yes, he did say a white police officer saved his life, and he did say, much like with the thing that just happened in Philadelphia, a lot of intelligent people should ask themselves, what is the cop really supposed to do? Is he supposed to stand there and wait until the guy stabs him in the face until he opens fire? I mean, or until he defends himself?
No way, though. That shit in Philly, and that's what people got to realize. They got to read the whole story instead of, looking at a video and getting upset by it. That was the third time that those cops were, not maybe those specific cops, but the third time that day that the cops were called out to that premise. And so it's like, I know people talking about, we need social workers and things. So what happens if a social worker shows up and you got a guy wielding a knife and she's or he or whoever is put in that same position that, law enforcement was put in, but with no weapon to protect themselves? And then you have something happen on the other end, And so even with an ambulance, people talk about, well, we call for an ambulance. Same situation. What is the ambulance supposed to do? How are they going to stop and restrain this man if he's wielding a weapon? You know what I mean? So it was a very unfortunate outcome.
Paramedics don't do that.
Yeah.
Paramedics are not trained to handle, violent people. I'm pretty sure they could, physically, but I mean, it's, but you're trying. I mean, that's just a bunch of nonsense. And and as far as 50, I really didn't believe a damn word he was saying, because I mean, Chelsea Handler is a dipshit, and if you're dumb enough to date a woman like that, I said, nah, you're really not that intelligent. 50 was a guy who got lucky, riding guys like Pac and Biggie's coattails, just the same as Jay-Z. I've never really liked his music. I just haven't. In my opinion, Jay-Z's biggest accomplishment was flipping Beyonce the Pringles can, if you understand what I'm saying.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like Beyonce. I mean, I think she's fine. I think she's kind of stupid for supporting Hillary, but that's she's allowed to be wrong. And as far as people bitching about people or about anyone that is darker than the shade of white, supporting Trump, I'm like, well, it's just this narrative that has been put forth ever since the Johnson years, with Great Society. And a lot of people don't like to research that kind of thing, So I'm saying, if you support Biden and you are saying that he has a plan, I'm listening, and I really would like to hear what that plan is. And I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure Wayne would do his due diligence, to read up on, the Platinum Plan and all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of neither here nor there about it. I mean, if it helps people, great. If truly helps people, I mean, great. And does not cater to them or does not, feed into anyone's BS. It just straight up, it just gives them the empowerment to better themselves, and I'm all for it.
Yes.
Regardless of what Cube says, I haven't followed Cube in years. Cube was tweeting about how he hated Donald Trump and all this kind of stuff, and then he wants to listen to him. I mean, which is fine. I'm like, okay, whatever. But you brought this up a long time ago, Honcho, about how people loved the Donald until he decided to run with R in front of his name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the crazy part.
Now it's, I'm just saying, if you are supporting Biden or Sanders, you really don't know politics. You really don't know economics. I'm sorry, I've got a rage here, Honcho, but I said, Biden says that he has a plan, and he says that he's got a plan for everyone. No, the freak, he doesn't. All he's done is piggyback off what Donald Trump has already done, testing and masks. I'm like, oh, really? Clap, clap, clap. You solved COVID right there, man. It's, you're talking about, I'm not going to trust the vaccine unless if it's patented by Donald Trump. Donald Trump doesn't make the freaking vaccine, you idiot. It's, you're saying that Kamala was melted by Tulsi Gabbard in 30 freaking seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really remembers Tulsi because the Democrats can't control her. When people say that they have a plan, I'm like, what is that plan exactly? Tell me. And when your answer is, I don't have to answer right now, then you really don't have a plan. Your plan is to do everything the opposite of what that guy is doing. And if you're saying taxing the rich is going to do anything, you really don't know economics. Because, number one, you do not have the authority to say how somebody's legally earned tender is distributed and not distributed. It is theirs because it has nothing to do, and you're saying you're going to create these programs that have done nothing ever since the freaking Johnson years, and all you've done is recreate it. Ronald Reagan said back in the 60s when he was campaigning for Goldwater that a political program is the closest thing to immortality we're going to even see on this planet before our time comes. And you know what? It's turned out he's been right the whole time. Because I'm telling everybody this because I'm a former Democrat. I'm a former Obama voter. I'm a former Biden supporter. Yeah, I don't know. People are always surprised when they hear that. But people saying, oh, well, the rich need to be taxed. I'm like, and what is that tax money going to be used for? Since when have they redistributed money in a good way? When have they done it?
So let's give them more. So they see that's the problem. They didn't have enough to redistribute it properly. So let's just give them more, Lobo. That's the plan. You know this.
Yes, and I've said that, they wonder why. They wonder why I'm in favor of small government. They wonder of why I'm in favor of lower taxes and lower regulations, not environmental ones, but regulations and for innovation in businesses. Because I realized as a military member a long time ago when I was in Afghanistan is that people in Congress are the dumbest people in the United States. The dumbest. You might have out of those hundreds of congressmen and senators, you might have maybe 20 of them that are half-assed, not just intelligent but smart. Because there's lots of intelligent people like Bernie Sanders, AOC, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Kamala Harris, I can name them all, that are not smart. That they are so stupid that they don't even know they're stupid. Just because you are intelligent, what I'm learning about in psychology class this semester does not make you smart, because I've met plenty of intelligent men that are locked up for 20 plus years because they did something stupid.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, when people talk about Trump ain't intelligent, well, you know what? He must have done something right because he turned millions into billions all while going bankrupt a couple of times. And under Donald Trump, yes, I can testify, yes, my taxes went down, yes, my stocks went up, Yes, my 401k went up. I was finally granted my disability from the military, unlike from when Obama and Biden were in, which were taking it away from veterans. Bet you Miss Rashida didn't know that. So it's, all this chicken shit that they're saying, right now. And I mean, and on top of that, Lil Wayne is more in the media for going to the White House and talking to Donald Trump. Wayne hasn't even come out and said he's for Donald Trump. And then, but this whole Hunter Biden crap, and I'm not saying this needs to be in the news either, any more than the freaking Steele dossier was, but how is it Lil Wayne is making more headlines than Hunter Biden? And freaking Wayne, as far as we know, has been clean from drugs for how long now?
32 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's saying something.
But no, but I agree with you though. But Wayne is the fodder they need to distract people, because God forbid that somebody who is leaning left or may have already voted that way see something and make them regret it and start trying to warn others or share this information. But instead of them saying something factual, let's distract them and make them angry because Wayne had a meeting with Donald Trump. The world is ending.
He is. The leftist party has, because it's no longer the Democrat Party. I've told you this, Honcho, a long time ago. The party of Kennedy, Johnson, and Carter, that party is gone. It's done. It's over. That party died when Clinton was getting blowed by Monica in the White House. But anyway, I was just saying, the leftists have condemned him to the pit of hell, but the shit of it is, I'm like, do you honestly think Wayne, unlike Cube and 50, do you really think Wayne or Kanye actually gives a shit and is probably actually enjoying this a little bit and is saying, I've got so much power over these people, I can snap my fingers and they will dance. All I got to do is wear a stupid red hat, and then they're gonna blow up and they're gonna freaking go kill themselves because the simple fact that a black guy who makes music for a living is just happening to support the president. Yeah. And I said, and you honestly think, I'm like, look at this down the road. If Captain Lockdown just happens to get into the White House, I'm like, then what? What's going to happen with, say, I'm just spitballing here, when Dan Crenshaw or Wesley Hunt go for it in 2024? What happens when Wayne or Cube or whoever or Kanye, because Kanye, I don't think he's running in 2024, but if he does, good luck to him.
Never count him out. Never count Kanye out.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, and he would run on, I said, yeah, and he'd probably run as a Republican, the original Republican. But anyway, I'm just like, what happens when they want to meet with, say, Dan Crenshaw or Wesley Hunt or Tim Scott or Tom Cotton or whoever the hell it is? I'm like, then what? Are they going to be evil too? Because, as far as we know, Donald Trump is the most evil, big, fat, orange man that ever lived, and he's the worst thing to happen to the earth ever since Nero. So I'm like, what then? Is this just a culture thing? Or is there something bigger going on where, if this is either do what I say or you're going to be, just like the French Revolution, or you're going to be sent to the guillotine. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And but I've said Wayne is one of those people. He ain't going to give a shit. Do you really think he cares if you hate him or not?
No, not at all.
No. And I said, in fact, he's probably enjoying that. I really didn't like Wayne at first, after he kind of, started messing around with Drake and, stopped his, the stuff that I liked what he was doing. I really don't know how to describe it. I don't want to call it old Wayne because, it had been a few years since he had actually, he'd already been on the map, in the mid 2000s. But it's, because I was just entering the military when the Carter 3 came out, and that's when I was kind of like, it's all right, but it's not great. Yeah. But it's I've kind of said, but I've started noticing something different about him, that he was actually intelligent. My opinion really started changing about him, honestly, when I saw him playing electric guitar at the Country Music Awards.
No, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, he was playing electric guitar for Kid Rock, and it wasn't the fact that it's not the fact that he was playing electric guitar at the Country Music Awards. I mean, that was cool, but it was the fact that he was actually playing electric guitar at all, and he was actually doing a good job. And I'm like, okay, maybe this guy is a true artist and not just a guy who just goes into a studio and actually just uses a bunch of electronics to make himself sound good. He actually, if he lost his voice, he could actually do something else as well in the music industry. So, I mean, that's when I really started gaining respect for him. But as far as this, I'm glad. I mean, if Weezy really is smart, he wouldn't vote for Biden, because he knows at the end of the day, Biden is a puppet, a dipshit. He is going to go wherever the AOCs and the Rashida Tlaibs and the Kamala Harrises and all these other chicken shit people are going to go with. That's it. He's going to go their direction. If they go right, he goes right. If they go left, he goes left. And he's always done that ever since he was kicked out of the '84 election when Mondale kicked his ass. I do my history on this, and you know what? I'm just telling everybody, Biden has been in the fact that people don't realize that he has been in politics for 50 years. Miss Rashida, he has been in politics since 1776, and he hasn't done a damn thing for you. Okay? He has no plan. He has no nothing. His plan is to expand what Donald Trump has already done. That's it. I'm sorry to break it to anybody who's voting for Biden, but he has no quote-unquote plan, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. You can say the word plan 100 times, and it's not going to make a difference. But anyway, though, Honcho, hey, man, I know it's been, I'm checking my watch, it's been a little bit over 10 minutes now. So, I mean, I'm going to let somebody else get in, but, I mean, I just want to tell everybody, don't fool yourself. I mean, at least be honest about it if you're voting for Biden, because he thinks he's going to give you, you think he's going to do something for you, not the rest of the country. He doesn't care about the rest of the country. He only cares about getting elected so he can have something for his legacy. That's it. But all right, Honcho. Hey, but it was talking to you, man. Hey, and it was good. You let myself be heard, and I will talk to you later on, man.
All right.
All right. By the way, Honcho, question.
Yes, sir.
Question: are you going to be doing live for the election?
Yes, we will, and it will be. Well, I probably will. It depends. Maybe doing it in the Discord, but we'll be live one way or the other. But we'll see.
All right, brother. Have a good night, man.
All right, you too, Mr. Love. I appreciate the call.
That's when I'm
What's the motherfucking deal? We are calling into the den this afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hola, ¿cómo está? Who do we have calling into the den this afternoon?
What you call? Lupita.
Lupita. Lupita. Are you voting for Joe Biden, or are you a Lil Wayne fan, Mrs. Lupita?
I not like Biden. Biden say nigger to chocolate people.
As Biden has a bad track record of saying things that are extremely inappropriate, but for some reason people like to disavow any of that.
Yes.
So what else makes you not like bad word Biden?
Because what's the Indian girl?
Camel toe? Kamala Harris.
Yes.
Harris, yes.
Yes. She put chocolate pico in gel. Bars like monkey?
Yes. Monkey bars. I used to
She
use
call him-
monkey bars at the park.
She call him monkey. Not nice. I green card yesterday.
Yeah,
I American.
okay. Yeah, well,
I
congratulations.
come, yes. I come, China, but no China, Chinatown, by the bodega.
Yes. That's where you
Yes.
get the nails done.
Yes. I noodles, sopes, carnitas, tacos, everything. I bought once a little color guy, Wayne brother. Oh no, brother Wayne. He Wayne brother.
Brother Wayne?
Wayne,
Wayne?
you know singer.
No, no sé.
I bought Trump.
You vote Trump?
Yes.
And what is it you like about El Presidente Trump?
I pay lot of money. I get green card. Trump.
So Trump has given you a new life.
Yes.
Was that
I don't want, those funny people, they speak, horrible Spanish. I don't like cartel people.
cartel? No. So
They
bad
dangerous.
hombres?
Dangerous, very, very dangerous. Biden calls people negros, bad word. I don't understand the looting. Too much robbery. They could both send them to Venezuela.
The chat is terrible. Y'all are terrible people. So Trump got you a green card. So what is the best part of being an American now?
I don't have to hide from, very handsome men dressed in green. Not alien, just police.
Nah, policía. Okay.
Yes.
So, when you first got here, did you have any experiences of being put into the cages that Obama built?
No, because, Obama, I think he Kenya.
Sí.
Sí,
Más o menos.
he Kenya. Yes, he come Kenya and American. He got big ears like white man.
Sí.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
I like you. You very handsome.
Oh, gracias.
Yeah.
So, it's different. So
I waited 4 years to come to America, and I don't like people. They cross border. They got penny baby for the welfare. No nice. No. Not nice. They told me I get green card. I can go live with the people in projects. They said it's like Beverly Hills, and it's a lot of people. They sometimes too much.
I have a very important question. Modelo o Corona?
I like Tecate. Tecate very, very good. It's very good.
Yes, bien. Yes, sí, está bien. Okay. I don't know. Let me see. What is it? Is it preguntas? No más preguntas? Let me see. Hold on. I forgot.
Yes, I learned too much coming. It's not good. A lot of people want Biden, but those people, they smell funny.
It's funny smelling people want to vote for Biden. Why?
Hey, too much bullshit. They stinky people. I don't understand. You America.
So
Why you pick Biden? Biden go to Ukraine. His son, he's a little, he like children. No good. I told midget, no, children.
So in your country where you come from, do the the mujeres do they like the weave, the mucho pelo?
Oh no, we run. They cut our head. No, don't like it. I have to get on a donkey and get away.
Oh my God! Not the burro.
Yes, you know, Burro. They're like dogs, a little bigger, but they have ears like Obama. Very funny, very strange.
Oh my God! That's bad stuff, man. Okay. So run from the weave. The green card. Biden likes stinky people voting for Biden.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
it's not funny.
Oh,
Biden confused. He confused.
he's confused. Do you think
Yeah.
he's losing his mind a little bit?
Yes, he needs gold cages for Obama and the ear.
So, if something happens to Biden, do you think Kamala will make a good president?
No, she like Camo.
Yes, no bien. Okay.
She like Nichols balls.
Well, she's never mind. I'm trying to be more polite on the tube. I'm doing a bad job at it.
She like clock sucker. Not clock the time. The other like ugly word.
Oh, she likes to clean the clocks. She'll be.
Yes.
You think she'll be cleaning clocks in the Oval Office?
I think so. Like that little strange girl, Monica.
No, but it'll be like backwards. It'll be the
Duty.
opposite.
Dirty girl.
So instead of the Presidente getting
I
the
think
service, the Presidente is giving the service.
I think Hillary was like a flicking cop.
And you say you think Hillary likes to keep the carpet in order?
I don't know that much English. I just go here, but like vacuum clean.
Yes, see.
Yeah, strange people. But I love America.
Mm.
Biden people, go Canada.
Do you say that if Biden loses, that the Biden supporters should go to Canada?
Yes,
I mean,
it's green card people, la country.
do you think the Canadians want Americans coming up there?
No, they got cages too.
The Canadian cages. Oh.
Yeah, big ear guy, he made a lot of money.
Oh man, yeah, he did. Seem to do very well as El Presidente.
Strange people. Michael, big ear guy husband. Oh, ugly man.
Are you talking about Michelle? You don't think Michelle is very feminine?
It was man with dress. No nice.
Man with dress. There's a lot of that going on in America today. That might be a thing.
I don't know. You sound so nice. A lot of people in project, but they tell me it's like condos, like Beverly Hills. But every time there's police, the little dirty people, they just run fast.
So you're saying that the people in the projects are not very nice? That they're doing bad things?
I don't know, strange people, strange, they run. I don't know, something free? I don't know. The police, like cattle, like they chase them. I'm like, where's the free stuff? I just drink it. They ignore me. I don't understand. I like country, but people very, very strange. And they try to sell me rock, but there's no ring. I thought rings have rocks. I don't know. Please, people.
Oh man, yeah. So you got to be careful. They people do strange things around here, so you got to be careful who you associate with.
And they so poor. They poor. They don't have bells. You know the bells by their pants. They fall. Poor people. They poor. No bells.
So how do you feel about the police in the neighborhood? You say that they try to chase the bad guys. Do they catch them?
I just chase after police that chase the other running. I find a lot of stuff, sometimes stolen. They drop money. They drop oregano. They tell me, smoke it. No, oregano's to cook. I don't understand. Strange people, strange. It's exciting.
Have you decided? Have you tried cooking with the oregano?
Yes, but it smells funny. It don't smell like oregano from back home.
It's a new
And
American oregano.
maybe it's so relaxed, you know?
Yeah.
And my new friends, they give me no cup. They just want me to drink from a big bottle. And they try to put rugs on my hair like blue or red. I don't know, Republican, Democrat. They're very, very funny people. I don't know. I don't know because they chase each other. That's I don't know, Democrats and I don't know what these people in these condominiums like Project, but
So like the Republicans
tell
and the
me-
Democrats in the projects.
they tell me it's safe. They tell me it's Beverly Hills. It's beautiful.
So like, but the Republicans and the Democrats in your condo projects, do they represent their political parties with
With
flags and
rocks.
bandanas? Yeah, okay.
Rock. Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very strange. I don't know. I don't know which one I should get.
So
I think red. I confused.
no, I mean, if you're voting for Trump, I think that's
They try to
should
give
go
me
red.
a gun, but they were holding it, pointing at me, and I think it was a gift. And they're so nice. They wanted to hold my purse. I was like, it's okay. And police come, they ran fast.
So maybe they were trying to help you register to vote. So they needed to, maybe help you get your information.
Yes, I don't know. Maybe they want my green card because it's new.
Yes, it could. They may have old green cards, and so they may want. Everybody likes new shiny things.
Strange people. I say, sometimes blue rugs they come over and they a lot of firecrackers like 4th of July. It's so exciting. They run fast. I like the country.
Do they celebrate with firecrackers often?
They just tell me to hold their oregano and they run. And the other people, they waste gas. They just go so fast.
So with the oregano holding, do you get to keep some of the oregano that you hold for them?
I don't like it, but don't tell them because they're my new friends.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want your friends to think that you are weird or anything like that. So I got you.
No, sometimes I just put it in armpit. It smells good.
And so, how often do you hang with your new friends?
Oh, they're very, very excited. I think they go to work all day because they're all night. They very, very energetic. Every day is party.
Mm.
And people so nice. They come, they give money for oregano. Like,
Mm. All right.
try
They must make the food really
Just-
good.
just beautiful, strange people.
Okay.
I buy them beds so their pants won't fall.
Mm.
Very poor people. You know, they're strange. No bed.
Do
But
they?
they want to have big chains. I don't know. Tie your pants.
So why not use the chain as a belt?
He's no big enough.
Mm. Oh, okay. So do they wear the belts when you get them the belts?
They take him and they sell it to a guy selling tamales, street food.
Mm. Yes. Tamales are
I don't-
delicious.
Yeah. They give me funny stuff, a bottle, a train, something is very, very exciting. Not activities.
A lot of DVDs.
Activities. They tell me when police come, whistle.
Mm.
I tell them I don't know whistle. So they tell me flashlight. I start dancing. They get mad. They kept running. It's no police. I was dancing. They very upset, very weird.
And what kind of dance were you doing that got the people upset?
La cucaracha. I don't know, different stuff. You know, like Indian, not Indian like big ear guy. No. Like guys with feathers.
Mm.
You know that they got their own place away from everybody. Lovely people. They very strange. They hit drums all night. I go back to my friends with the bottles, with the liquor, with the oregano. Very exciting, my friends. They play music. I'm learning a lot. I don't know. I learned some bad words.
You learn bad words.
Naughty words. Naughty.
Like what kind of words would you consider bad words that you've learned?
I don't know if I could say it on the phone. They say, busy, horse, tuck, lot of words. I don't want to say it because you're show. I just got green card. I don't want to lose.
You think if you say too many bad things, they'll take away your green card?
No, they encourage it. They love it. They laugh. We just have fun.
Mm.
And sometimes when I dance with them, I think they keep flashlight in their pants very big flashlight. I never see it because it's like magic. It disappears.
The flashlight disappears.
Yes, they keep it in the pocket. We dance. I don't know. Weird. It's strange people.
It sounds like some very odd behaviors. We're going to have to do some research into what's going on in your condos.
I love it. They tell me this is Beverly Hills. I love it. America is beautiful, beautiful America. I gotta go. My friend, he, 5 girls, a lot of kids. But when girl come, they run like they see the police, but it's a woman. They run. I don't understand. It's like Halloween every day for these friends.
That's sounds like a bad situation.
Yes. Your name, Jerome?
Jerome. Yes.
Yes.
Jerome in the house.
Oh.
Yes. That's what they call me.
Oh, sweet boy. You so sweet. Can I say boy? Because I know some people don't like to be called. But only with people with yellow hair that don't go to the sun, they don't like it. But I say boy, in my country, beautiful. I don't know here. I don't know.
Yeah, boy can be misinterpreted in America. You got to be careful.
Yes, I don't know. Very strange rules. Strange.
I would agree.
Someone threw firecrackers to my window. Make hole on wall. Strange firecrackers.
Yeah. When you see those kind of firecrackers, you want to lay low and
Yes.
avoid windows.
My friends, they teach me. Like when on fire, you drop and roll.
Yeah, you definitely want. You know, fire. You got to find the condo pool, and you dive in, and you just get the water off you that way.
They don't have it. Maybe I tell drunk I wanna live in by bodega. Over, big building. You can miss it. I think he want me to find his Beverly Hills. Some strange riding in the street in front, but it's okay. I think I move in there. Like I take new friends.
It could. It may be ancient Aramaic writing. It could be something biblical. The writing could be something historic.
Yeah. Just like Mayan writing is weird. Big yellow letters, like, I don't know, strange people.
Yes, the strange people. You have to be aware of the strange people. The strange people
Very
do strange things.
weird. Is their pants on falling? I don't, like, Orama, the big guy, like white boy. I scared of him.
Why are you scared of him? He seems like a big softy.
I don't know. He talk funny. I don't trust donkeys. He got donkey ears. Funny looking man. I don't know. Weird man.
Mm.
Him and his husband. Weird people. Strange.
Mm. Okay.
I think my friends are barbecuing with oregano, smells funny. So I go and I try to be nice to them. They've been so nice. When police come, they trust me with their oregano and they give me gun. I think they want me, give like Christmas.
Yeah, they want you to be
Police
protected
go.
and safe.
Police go. They come and they come back. Oh, no, nice. Strange people.
Maybe they're Indian givers, and that's not.
I,
Those aren't good friends.
I think so. Are they really from Africa? They don't have green cards.
I
They
don't-
say they Africa, America. They confuse me.
Yes, I do believe they are lacking some pertinent information in their decision making.
Yes, they say Africa, America, but they smoke from light bulbs. They take all my light bulbs. I don't know what they do. Strange people.
They've stolen all your. Yeah, that's bad. You got to protect your GEs, otherwise, yeah, that's bad business. Do they bring when
And
they take your light bulbs? They ever bring them back?
they see young people who buy. They hold their shoes for them, and they run. But kids never come back to get their shoes. Weird. Strange people. Very weird.
Yes, that is very odd behavior. But here's the deal, Miss Ma'am, and I am glad that you've gotten your brand new green card and you've been able to associate with some of your new but strange
Stop.
neighbors.
Trump! 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 Trump!
So, with your green card, are you casting a vote now?
I go vote. People chase me. I got green bandana, Trump. I don't know. Weird people chase me.
Yeah, they may not be too happy about you dealing with the voting process.
They crazy. I go with my friends now. I talk to you later.
Well, all right.
Jerome. Okay, Jerome.
All right, well, I
Jarro?
appreciate you calling.
Jerome with a Y.
Jerome. Yeah, C.
Is your name Jerome with a Y?
C. With the Y side.
Like Jesus.
Jesus, C. C. Like
Oh,
Jerome.
beautiful. I go now. My friends cooking. I think they want another live. I don't know what they do. Strange, weird people.
They're using a lot of electricity. You got to tell them be careful. It's going to run their bills up if they.
I go now. Sometimes they need my phone because their friend they travel and they come. I pay a lot of money for their friends to come. They travel, but nice people.
All right.
And they tell me, send package. I think where they go, they go poor country.
And one more
They
time though,
can
before you
back
get ready to go, who are you voting for again, or who are you rooting for to win the election again?
I vote Trump. I vote Trump. Green card Trump. Green card Trump. Green card Trump. Green card Trump. No donkey and this or no. Green card Trump.
All right. Well, ma'am, I appreciate your call, and I thank you for sharing your views with us this afternoon.
I call tomorrow.
All right. I'll be looking forward to it.
Have fun, Jarum.
Oh man, definitely very interesting. And so y'all know it's about that time. And what happens at this point is we slide into the Discord and we engage in some continued conversation. Well, there now you have no excuse, Kleindienst, to call in next time we have a show. Real quick, I know everybody thinks it's weird and it's strange. No, I'm not getting bucket naked in the OnlyFans. The OnlyFans is so that we can have certain conversations that we cannot have here. As y'all see, it looked like earlier in the call a certain word may have triggered something. A lot of people got booted out of the thing. And when you're having certain topics on this platform, you know they don't get the push, they don't get the love they deserve. Matter of fact, that one video I did about the guy from Philly, like they fucking age gated that motherfucker. Like I didn't even show the shit where you could hear the what happened, but I don't show the video. It's like a fucking stuck picture. So it's just like there's a lot of little things that go on behind the scenes that can be frustrating with dealing with the tube. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just going to kind of handle it a little bit differently. But everything that I upload on YouTube will be uploaded first on the OnlyFans unedited. Go to the OnlyFans. It's fucking free. It'll always be free. Like I'm just using a different platform to do certain things and to have those different conversations, right? I know I saw somebody say that it marks. See, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like everything's cutting out. It's crazy that it's doing that. It keeps doing that. And everybody. See, okay, went out. All right, when I was typing that thing, I don't know why, but that's why I'm trying to get y'all to the guess because it keep cutting out. I see it keep knocking off and doing all that shit. Join the OnlyFans. It's gonna be the exact same shit as YouTube, just more raw, more uncut. And like I said, having a conversation there that we can't have over here because, as y'all see, for some reason, certain shit gets cut out, information don't get put out, shit gets shadow banned, like. And I want people who want to see the shit to actually be able to see the fucking content. Like half the time people don't even get notifications. Like most people don't even know we move to the mornings. They don't ever get notifications for the shit. So that's why I'm trying to do something a little bit different, change it up a little bit and rock with that. So with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Slide live into the Discord. Matter of fact, let me get in there right now because I don't know what's going on with the dilly dally. Like I said, let me put that link in there one more time. What's right there? OnlyFans. Join the OnlyFans so we can avoid some of the shenanigans that keep going on here with the with what's happening on the tube, because that can get annoying and frustrating very fast. So again, it is what it is. But with that being said, chugging up a deuce. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Heidi, you go to hell. But I appreciate all of y'all for coming through. Y'all ain't got to go home. I'm inviting y'all to come to the Discord. Matter of fact, let me put the link in there. Let me mute myself. I know somebody asked about if there's going to be sauce later tonight. Yes, there will be a sauce this evening. Let me make sure I got y'all right. link. There we go. And with that being said, and bow. See y'all there. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. All right, cool. I don't have a little outro thing on this one, so I'm just going to end it. It's going to end abruptly, but this time I intend to end it abruptly, so that the damn YouTube don't just keep cutting it off whenever it wants to.